Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Stefan and welcome back to episode 7 of the Army Elite Challenge on Extreme Difficulty. In the preceding 6 videos, we have managed to survive, and indeed this species and this empire is the perfect candidate for it. However, we've actually reached a point where we can't really be defeated. With a combination of shields, fortresses, and clone armies, there is literally no chance for enemies to take us. No enemies except the crisis. Crisis that comes in roughly 23 years and is going to be at 5 times strength. But for the next 23 years or so, nothing really is going to happen. Right now we're in a war and we're getting bombarded, but that's not really going to impact us too much, considering how much production is actually off-site. So for now, I'm just going to make a giant time lapse and skip until the crisis decides to show up. See you there. Wow, the contingency. What a big surprise. Well, that's not exactly unexpected, and that is because we've actually synthetically ascended throughout this process. Actually, we have synthetically ascended and kept some of our population. So we're going to have a class of perfect Lithoids to actually make sure to protect us in terms of armies and everything like that, and trade bots to trade and ensure the empire keeps going. The way to keep your original population is actually to go ahead, use the original template, and apply the template to some of your worlds. For example, if I wanted to create 24 more pops of the perfection type, I can just go ahead and apply it. And then in 4 months, we'll see the result. The synthetic ascension has helped us dramatically in terms of economy, and now we have a pretty damn strong one. And if we take a look at our victory score, we're actually number 8th in the galaxy, which is not bad at all. This is only going to be compounded over time as our branch offices keep growing. Branch offices are extremely powerful at this point in the game, and indeed, we're getting a whole bunch of energy credits just from having all of these. None of these branch offices actually have anything to modify their energy credits production. All we have are research labs, syndicate front corporations for that sweet unity, and executive retreats. These guys, I have found out during the time lapse, are extremely useful. These guys provide an extra 10% to amenities across our empire, and that bonus is actually applied along with the planetary devastation detriment to amenities. So with 10 of these guys, we actually completely negate the effect of devastation because that is minus 100%, and 10 of these is plus 100% amenities. And so now, during 100% devastation, our planets only actually suffer from overcrowding because there's no way to really keep housing from going down to 0. This means that our planets are still quite productive even during bombardment, and with the all reliable shields and fortresses, we're doing quite well defensively. The only problem is right now is that having a garrison of robots is a lot more inefficient than having a garrison of perfections. And we really need to make sure we have more perfections underway. So let's go ahead, continue on with this little project of species modification and resettle pops across all our worlds to make sure they actually man the forts. Alright, now Salvastic Prime is completely made up of normal perfections, and that is all too well because we have just been war decked. Alright, yeah, this is actually a pretty bad situation. Some of our planets only have 400 garrison, so we're gonna have to make sure we recruit a bunch more. And to make sure we recruit a bunch more, we're gonna have to resettle the perfection pops across all our planets to be able to recruit and make armies out of amazing pops with amazing army modifiers. Alright, hopefully we're going to be able to get enough proper armies in their way before they actually invade us. And actually at this point we can see what kind of armies they do have, because virtually all their planets have our branch offices on them. Let's see. Ooh. That is a 1k power army. And that is more armies. That's another 1k army. Yeah, this is actually going to be pretty rough. They have quite a few powerful armies, so we're going to have to make sure to really spam armies. Let's do that. Alright, at this point I'm not actually sure whether this construction ship will be able to finish this habitat before we're actually attacked, so we're gonna cancel that and save the influence. Oh, okay, it looks like there's also some contingency projects going on in the meantime. A synthetic work detail on Sipix Prime habitat was recently discovered to have been diverting building material to construct some sort of small, unarmed spacecraft in an abandoned hangar. The vessel was half finished when it was found. All the synths involved in its construction were immediately dismantled so that their memory cores could be thoroughly analyzed, but they appeared to have self-wiped just before the units went offline, something their manufacturer assures us should be impossible. Why would they do that? We know why. And we're actually gonna have to make sure that we don't die of that when that comes around. Alright, looks like the first of their fleets is engaging us. That is whatever. Just as long as their armies don't try to land on us. We do have quite a few armies across all our planets, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. At least over here. Alright, this is sort of deja vu. Arcadia is once more under bombardment. Meanwhile, synthetic disappearances are happening. Great. Yeah, so far it seems like the AI is not ready for the crisis. These guys have about 60k worth of fleet power. Normally that would do it, but with 5 times crisis and with the Grand Admiral, the fleets of the crisis are going to be roughly around 600k each. Alright, and looks like Thurish Prime has been encased. We have converted Thurish into Ecumenopolis. Perfect. For untold generations, the cold and empty ruins of Thurish Prime have stood dormant as quiet symbols of a golden age that came to an abrupt end eons ago. No longer. The planet-wide city has at last been reborn, and those same dilapidated ruins are once more alive with activity. Where possible, existing buildings and infrastructure have been repaired and repurposed. Where the damage was too great, the rubble and ruins have been cleared away to allow for new construction. Impressive. Now we get quite a bit of extra resources from this world, and quite a bit of extra pop growth. And looks like another species has ascended synthetically. That's not the best idea considering how we're about to get invaded by robots. The summons. Continued analysis of the so-called ghost signal has revealed that it is transmitting energy patterns nearly identical to those found in the positronic brains used by synthetic beings. It must be assumed that the signal is directly responsible for the mass disappearances and behavioral changes we have been observing in the galaxy's synthetic population. Many are apparently compelled to travel to what we assume the ghost signal source is in response to some kind of summons. Millions of synthetics from all over the galaxy are currently on their way towards the signal source in whatever space-worthy craft they could acquire. The first ones are bound to reach their destination soon. Not good at all. Not good at all. But at least we do have a Ecumenopolis, and we're going to be able to really build up a bunch of production. Ooh, that is a 3k fleet. I am worried. These guys aren't invading, are they?
Technology secured.
Hopefully not. If they do, we're gonna be completely screwed.
Construction complete.
Yeah, things are looking quite scary now. We're gonna have to make sure we have quite a bit more armies than what we already have. Fortunately though, we do have the economy to sustain it. So let's just keep building armies. There we go, the arrival. At least one synthetic must have completed the long journey to the source of the ghost signal, because we are registering a sudden and massive increase in the signal's strength. The surge was accompanied by a transmission fragment that has been intercepted and decoded by our communication specialists. The crisis is here. But the fleet! Put the army on high alert. Let's see where they start popping up. And let's actually make sure to block the ghost signal as soon as possible. Otherwise our economy's gonna tank. Okay, first machine world is over in the north. Alright. That is fine, that is fine. No wormholes to potentially lead to our territory. That is good. Alright. So, okay. Okay. Things are about to get more interesting. Alright, I'm gonna call it quits for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to resume next time, and we're going to have to deal with a crisis that is literally one system away. In the meantime, you can discuss what can potentially happen in my Discord, link in the description. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.